Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Runnin the Paint Podcast. This is an idea that we've had for a long time now, probably some years in the making, and we're finally making it happen. We've got, Miles, we've got my co-hosts Jackson, Nick, and Joey. You guys all want to introduce yourselves?
Meanwhile, Goglin chokes. Yeah, I'm Joe. What's up, everybody? I'm Miles' older cousin. I'm the smartest one of the group. I'll be the mediator.
Oh,
Not
yes.
true. It's not true. Because I'm here. I'm actually the smartest one here. My name's Jax. You probably have seen me with Miles before doing the Miles and Goggles show. Just excited to prove all these people wrong with my incredible take.
Yeah, I'm Nick. I'm definitely the smartest one on this panel. Currently a freshman basketball coach, and I just know. Follow me on Instagram at Speedball Breakdowns with Coach Cove, and yeah, I'm the smartest one on this panel.
We
Hey.
can plug this? Dang, okay.
Hey, we could say that for the end too, but no.
I'm excited for this Runnin the Paint pod, dude. I'm excited.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun. So the NBA season starting in just a few short days on Tuesday, and we thought what better way to start off the podcast with, by giving our regular season standings predictions. Shout out to Dallas.
Hi, Dallas.
Yeah.
She just decided to show up. My bad.
I'm mad at Dallas.
But yeah, so we are going.
Bounce back.
So how's this going to work? We each made our own individual regular season standing predictions. We have no idea what anyone else has made for any of their predictions. So this is going to be news for all of us. And I'm going to keep up track here, and we're going to try to make our own Running the Paint power rankings for the regular season. So that's how we'll get going with
That's
this.
probably not gonna work.
Yeah, we'll see how this
We
goes.
can't agree.
But do we want to start off with the East or the West?
East.
East will be easier.
All right, let's go to the East because I agree that was way easier. So let's get started.
We'll start at 15 or 1?
We'll start 15. Who is the worst team in the Eastern Conference? Someone
Charlotte
throw out
Hornets.
a name.
Charlotte
Joey,
Hornets.
go.
Charlotte Hornets.
Not even close.
Hold on, wait. We'll go Joey, Jackson, me, Miles.
Okay.
I say the Charlotte Hornets, and I went through the way I did the rankings. Like I said, I did it for the East. I went through the whole regular season, like their whole schedule, and then I decided who was going to win which game. I kind of got lazy with the West, so when we get to the West, it's going to be a completely different story. But for the entire East, I have the Hornets going 22-60 in the regular season.
Okay, he's got the full win-loss prediction. I like it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's why I start with Joey. Let's go.
I'm not giving a win-loss prediction, but I think the Charlotte Hornets, just looking at this roster, are not going to be very good. I mean, you have like PJ Washington, you have LaMelo Ball, who hopefully plays every game. But outside of that, I mean, you have Brandon Miller as a rookie. Outside of that, there's not really much to the squad. I mean, you have Miles Bridges suspended for the first 10 games. Could be more. We'll see, especially with his recent.
Reinstated yet?
He
Yeah.
was reinstated, but he may be back out again after what just happened.
Yeah.
Well, it was an arrest for like getting too close to the person, right? I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
Jackson,
we don't
who's your team, dude? What are you talking about?
we don't have to get into the details of all that, but
That's why I didn't give many details.
Nick, oh my gosh, Nick, do you
I
also
said
have the
Charlotte
Hornets?
Oh, you got the Hornets too?
No, do you also have the Hornets?
No. I got the Raptors, bro.
The Raptors,
Yeah. The
bro.
Hornets are gonna be nice. The Hornets are gonna be pretty good. I think
Because you have LaMelo on your fantasy team.
No, but you're underselling. Let me hear me out. You're underselling. Brandon Miller and LaMelo are gonna be really good together. And they
can't win a
got
bunch of
Mark
games with two
Williams.
players.
Mark Williams. What'd you say?
You can't win a bunch of games with two players.
Well,
You listed a
here's
couple
the
others too, like PJ.
well, here's the deal. They have to defend first of all if they want to have any chance of being successful.
I got the Hornets up.
You got the Hornets up. So I have the Hornets one spot higher. I've got the Wizards at
All right.
15. Just because, I mean, we can get into them later because you guys have them a little bit higher. But as far as the Hornets, I've got them at 14. Just because, like, I don't know. You mentioned, besides LaMelo and Brandon Miller, they really don't have many, like, super young pieces.
Right. Yeah,
Like-
you're right.
Like, their core players, besides those two, are guys that could, like, be really good complementary guys on, like, really good teams, like a Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington. So I think that they should definitely look to get another draft pick to get another star.
right. Let me push back on that and say that that's the type of situation where LaMelo thrives in, because he's not going to be good with other super. He's kind of like Luka. I was just talking about this in my physical. He's like, he needs the ball to score, and he can create. And if he's the main creator, that's even better.
LaMelo can be an all-star, and I will definitely see him being an all-star, but that doesn't necessarily relate to wins.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't see them having a whole complete team.
True.
Like they need a couple more pieces to get to that, like next day to playing for a play-in. However, they got good pieces. Brandon Miller, I have him on my fantasy. I got Mark Williams on my fantasy. Like, they're going to be studs, I think, but it's not necessarily going to translate to wins. Same with LaMelo. They got a good young team, but they're still at minimum like 5 years away.
And
All
I'll also add, compared to the how many teams in the East got better, I don't think the Hornets really stack up,
Yeah.
to be that much. All right, so now moving to number 14, Joey. Who do you got at 14?
I got the Pistons at 30 and 52 coming in at the 14th seed. I don't think they're that good. They got a lot of young guys. I love Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, but I don't trust their team as a whole. Almost kind of the same thing as the Hornets, but I kind of just trust Cade Cunningham and that team a little more. But not going to be good at all.
Jackson, 14.
My 14 is the Washington Wizards. Speaking of a team that got worse this offseason, it's the Wizards. I mean, you got Jordan Poole, who's going to be good this year, but then you have outside of that, you didn't really get many people.
No, they definitely
And I
don't
think
And they
Yeah.
should. They need to embrace the tank. Like they've been
Exactly.
they've been mid for so long. It's about time they finally embrace the tank. So they should just go all out to be bad.
And I think Jordan Poole is going to be fantastic this year. Outside of him, though, I don't like him and Kuzma. Outside of them, I don't see much upside.
Well, dude,
with a
they
lot of
should
these
tank.
teams on the team.
Sorry, Jackson.
Yeah,
They
you're
should tank. And they're literally arguing about preseason games. Like, did you see that clip of Denny?
Yeah,
yelling at-
Denny wanted the ball. It's like, dude,
I mean, they're, like,
Jordan
competing
Poole has looked past Steph Curry. You think he's gonna pass you the ball when he's on fire?
That's true.
All
Oh.
right,
But he should pass Denny the ball. Speaking of
Nick,
fantasy,
who do
Denny.
you have at 14?
I got Chicago.
The Bulls.
He's got the two mid teams from last year being the worst.
They're mid, and they ain't doing nothing. What? I mean, at least I'm consistent.
Well,
That's
The Zach
true.
Levine disrespect
Well, hold
is
on. By
ridiculous.
definition, they're mid, so they should be in the middle, not the worst.
No.
Nah.
I think the other teams in the East got better, and they didn't. So I have them moving
Okay.
down.
Okay, 14 is where oh my gosh, what just happened?
No,
Bruce
no.
just tried to dunk on the entire Pacers team. I'm sorry. He got fouled and it didn't work, but man,
The Cavs Pacers preseason game is on for the viewers, by the way.
yeah, sorry.
The viewers
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
But as I mentioned before, I got the Hornets at 14. Then 13 is where I have the Pistons.
You have the Pistons at 13. Okay.
Yes, because I mean they definitely
guys are
do
going
have the
crazy.
potential to be, higher, but their young guys definitely still need time to grow together. Like all their young pieces, like Cade played like 12 games last year. Jaden Ivey was like the only guy really with the ball in his hands last year for a terrible team, besides like Killian Hayes. They're still trying to figure out their big man rotation, which I don't know. I feel like that's difficult for.
I think it's figured out, isn't it? It's Duren. He's
Well,
starting.
Well,
No,
no,
the
I mean like
backup.
their backup one between Wiseman and
It's
Bagley.
Wiseman's
Bagley,
been
because
terrible.
both have been great in the preseason.
Wiseman has not been that good. I mean, I heard on the radio, dude. I've been watching some clips, and I heard on the radio dudes talking about Wiseman not looking good. It was not Scott Van Pelt. It's an ESPN show.
Yeah.
And he's like, Bagley's just outperforming him, and they were talking about it on the radio. So what I see and what I hear, that's what I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just interesting because I know the first preseason game, Bagley scored like 29 points in the second half, And then the
Those are-
second
yeah,
preseason,
sorry.
and then the second preseason game, Wiseman went like 9 for 9 from the field. So it's just like, who do you choose there? But
Yeah,
you know, Monty Williams is a good fit for that team, I think, but just not this year.
Definitely not this year. Yeah. Nick, what
Yeah.
about you? What do you got? 13
I got the Wizards.
Wizards. Okay.
Okay.
Goglin.
We got. So for my 13, I have the Orlando Magic. You guys are gonna hate me for this. I just
Worst
All
take
of
so
it-
far. Worst
Worst
take so
the
far.
first
Alarm.
one.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Get
whoa.
out of here!
My
I-
Raptors one was there, maybe. My Raptors,
Toronto,
yeah,
yeah, I think Toronto.
I'll
Well,
give you that.
it depends.
Listen. Let me talk.
Sorry.
Thank you. What did they do to get better besides Paolo playing in Team USA, which I value highly? I like the Team USA guys. I think a lot of them are going to take a big step this year. But I mean, you have him, you have Wendell, you got Cole Anthony, you got Marco Fultz. Franz Wagner. Who else?
Okay.
Jalen Suggs.
Okay.
Who was that? Nick, who was
He's
that other guard they
terrible.
got?
He's
Nick,
a garbage
who was that other
man.
guard?
Anthony Black is a garbage man.
Okay.
They're both terrible.
Okay, hold on.
I'm putting this in an edit, dude.
Dude, this might be. Cuz look, they may not have added pieces to like get better, but they're so young, they don't have to because their young guys should just progress.
Listen. I just think they're going to be
Duh.
a 13. I have a weird feeling that they're not going to be as good as people think they're going to be this
Let's
year.
move on.
Just like
That's fair.
Keep it rolling.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
All right. My 13th is I got the Raptors, 35-47. Again, not a great team. I'm with Nick. I kind of think like when he has them as the worst, I think they're gonna like trade OG Anunoby and Siakam, but not until closer to the All-Star break and closer to the deadline. So at least the first half of the year it'll be respectable, but after that it's gonna be a completely just garbage team.
Interesting. So Joey, does that mean do you have the Wizards above the Raptors?
I have the Wizards and the Bulls as the next two teams. I have the Bulls at 12, and then I got the Wizards at 11. Just missing out on the play-in, mostly just because I'm really high on Jordan Poole, and I think him as the main guy. I think him and Kuz have a lot to prove, and I think they're going to prove it. But, again, just miss out on the play-in.
Interesting.
we're all making a collective like prediction here. So I would like to switch the Orlando Magic and the Toronto Raptors. So the Raptors
Dude,
will be my
what are
13.
you flipping like a coin for? Stick to your guns.
Yeah, you're not
No,
flipping.
Listen. No, but we're making a group.
We are making
We
a
can talk
group
about
list.
that later. Let's just keep rolling, man. It doesn't
Yes,
matter.
we.
Yeah, go through your
Okay.
predictions,
Okay.
and then we'll
All right.
make
I'm not changing
12
nothing that I had.
At 12, I have the Detroit Pistons.
Hang on, I haven't even said 14 or.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you did.
My bad.
Yes, you did.
So the Bulls and Raptors were the two.
I'm sorry.
Did you say you're 13, Nick?
Yeah, no, my bad. You're up, Jackson.
Yeah,
But did you say you're 13? Because Joey just
Yeah.
said it's 12 and 11.
No, I
Yeah,
said my
that was
13.
just 'cause
My
you
13 was
mentioned-
the Wizards. I said that.
Okay.
So my 12 is going to be the Detroit Pistons, who we've talked about already a couple times. Obviously, Cade. Hopefully, he's going to take that step up. You have a Star Thompson, who we haven't talked about. Second best brother in that family. We'll get to that later. I think he's going to be fine. Again, not as good as his brother. His brother's on a better team. But you also have Bojan Bogdanovic, who's going to be a stud this year, was a stud last year. Jalen Duren's going to take a step up. You have Marvin Bagley or Wiseman. Whoever's the backup there is going to be fine. And I just think this team is pretty well-rounded. I think they're going to be better than people think. And granted, that's only the 12th seed, but, like, it's nothing crazy.
Yeah, I had the Pistons at 12 as well, but I'll tell you what, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they make a playing game because Monty is nice for them, and we talked, like, not this year, but, I mean, what do you mean? He's not going to be good for them this year. He's going to be good for them this year. It's not going to connect for another year.
Yeah, that's more so what I meant, like, as far as
Yeah.
winning games.
Yeah, but he's going to have them right from the get-go.
He's gonna-
right now.
Oh, he's going to be great for them this year, just
Yeah.
not the winning. That's what I meant to say.
I think, yeah, they're going to be good. Cade and Jaden are nice.
Yeah, well, especially, I mean, they're having Jaden come off the bench. He could be a low-key sixth man of the year guy.
Yeah.
If the Pistons are good, because they usually don't give those awards to bad teams, but
Right.
as far
'Cause they should start Asar because Asar has looked really good.
that'd be
Honestly,
a
though,
big
like,
lineup.
Jordan Clarkson won it when the Jazz were in his good. Like that, he won it last year, right?
No, no,
Year before.
he won it when they
Sorry.
were the 1 seed.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay.
Miles, who you got 12?
12 is where I have the Raptors. Because I agree. I believe that they will trade one of, if not both of Siakam or Anunoby, as Siakam is a free agent. OG has a $19 million player option. He's going to want way more than $19 million, as he should. He's a very solid player.
True that.
And, there were the rumors, the reports that Siakam was almost traded to Atlanta this offseason. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, that would have helped out.
But yeah, the Raptors, I don't think. I think that they'll probably be in the middle range, like near the trade deadline, and they'll move their guys then and try to get a better draft pick after that.
Kind of like Portland last year, where like they were decent up until the trade deadline, and then they started sitting Dame and stuff.
Yeah, even the year before when they still had CJ too, and they shipped him in the mid-season.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now to number 11. We already know Joey's got. Wait, so Joey, you have the Wizards at 11?
I do have the Wizards at 11. Again, I'm high on Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma together. I have them at like, what is it, 38 and 44. Like, still not a great record, but like, at least like, I think they're gonna overperform at least to what you guys think. Like, just I don't know. I think they're gonna be a lot better than people think, and them having a lot to prove. I think they're just gonna step up. But again, still not good enough. They don't have a whole team around them.
Yeah.
Like you said, Denny Avila already complaining about not getting the ball. Like,
I can't tell if I like Gafford or not.
I'm hit or miss on him.
Like, he looks good sometimes, and then other times he's the worst one out there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. As far as starting centers go, he's definitely on the bottom tier. Like he thrives as an energy guy off the bench.
He does get bored though.
He definitely does get boards. One guy who has looked impressive, though, has been their rookie, Bilal Coulibaly, has looked very good defensively in preseason.
Coulibaly's a baller.
Very good. I know that was a very questionable pick around draft time, but he's looked very solid for them.
I've never seen Nick so surprised with a pick when they picked Bilal.
Yeah.
Like, he was so mad.
But Jackson, who do you have at 11?
I have the Bulls here. Plain and simple. I mean, you said they're mid. Nothing crazy. I mean, DeRozan, we know he's good. We know Levine's good. Lonzo's obviously going to be out for a while. Patrick Williams hopefully takes that jump, but if he doesn't, they're just going to be mid again. Vucevic, in terms of starting centers, he's not good enough defensively, with the team around him to necessarily be considered the best fit for this team. And then, I mean, Caruso as a starting point guard, he gives you defense in a much needed defense.
Go.
Dude, all their point guards are the exact same to me as far as tier goes, and it's all just below average to average. Yeah, mid.
Dosunmu and
Javon, Kobe White. Yeah.
I think Ayo is probably the best out of that group for real.
Yeah, I'd agree. Probably because he's the youngest.
Unless Pat makes that jump.
Nick, what about you? What do you got at 11?
This is where I put the Hornets.
Whoa, at 11. Okay. I can't. You know what? I can't. They were in the play-in tournament when Miles Bridges was healthy. The last year he was healthy, and they kind of have the same team.
If he comes back and plays like he could, Nick definitely has a better prediction than I originally thought.
Jackson, I hate that. Oh, let me drink my bucked up protein.
It's water. No, I said I hate that guy. I don't like Miles Bridges.
Oh, I thought you were I thought you were telling on my take. My bad.
No.
Miles, who do you got at 11?
This is where I've got the Orlando Magic. I was thinking about putting them at 10. I really wanted to put the Magic at 10 because I don't know what it is about the Magic that I love about them so much, but
I'll tell you. I can tell you if you want. It's Paolo Banchero.
Well, yeah, they just have such versatility at every single position.
Yeah, they do.
It's crazy, and their two best players, with Franz and Paolo, have had a really nice connection so far in the preseason. And I'm always of the opinion, never overreact to preseason because it's the preseason. But as far as developing a connection, as Joey left us for a little bit.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Took a little break.
But as far as a connection goes and team chemistry, those two look very solid so far. So, but not. I think they're just gonna miss the cut this year for the plan.
It's a good
So we
prediction.
pretty much have the same bottom like 4 teams or like 4 or 5 teams. Like we still have the same team.
Yeah.
Pretty similar. Like we know who's gonna beat the bad teams in the East.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'd
At
say
least we're
so.
all on the same point there.
Yeah, so now we go into the play-in picture, the top 10. So who wants to start off with their 10th place team in the East?
I can start. I'll start with the Magic at 10. I have them barely sneaking in. I have them still at 40 and 42, so I still don't even have them at like an above 500 level. But I do think they're gonna just sneak into the play-in. I think they have a very good young team. They're a very fun team to watch.
Definitely.
I think with Paolo, the amount of guards they have is going to hurt them because who's going to get the ball, who's going to be running the show. But ultimately, with Banchero, whoever's running the guard, because they have a bunch of them that are good, Franz Wagner, and who knows, if Jonathan Isaac even comes back, he's going to be solid defensively. Like, they have at least a really good defensive guy. I think they sneak into the 10th.
I love it.
So, God, I'm about to get crucified.
If you say
At
the
the
Cavs,
10th
I'm coming to
Why are
you
you
right
so
now.
scared, Goslin? What the
No.
heck?
I have the Raptors here.
Okay.
I have the Raptors.
I don't think
here.
that's crazy.
That's not crazy.
This is me not thinking about how they're gonna trade all their pieces.
Well, they might not.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. They may not.
Yeah.
They may not.
If
But
they're good enough, they won't.
If they do keep them, I like this as an option. I like them at 10. If they trade them, I'm gonna switch them in the Magic. I think moving the Magic up to 10, move them down to 13.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll put the
I'm hoping they learn their lesson from like the Kyle Lowry sweepstakes, where they should have traded him mid-season, but they waited too late, and they really didn't get too much in return for him. So that's what I think with the Raptors there. But Nick, who do you got at 10?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, okay.
Same here.
You got Brooklyn too?
Yeah.
Break.
Wow.
They're sneaking in there, you know. They'll lose trying to play.
They're better than this. Get out
They
of
they
here.
could be. They definitely could be.
Their point guard's a demigod. He's so good at basketball. Their small forward is he's gonna be better this year. McCall's gonna be even better than he was last year.
Yeah.
Spencer Dinwiddie's perfect for that team. You got Nick Claxton, who bullies Embiid, that Charmin Ultrasoft pack.
Jackson, what are you watching?
What do you mean, what am I watching?
Claxton bullying Embiid?
Every time I watch him play Embiid, he seems like the only guy that actually tries to stop Embiid. He at least tries to stop him. He doesn't necessarily stop him, but he at least makes a very, very good attempt.
That's true, but that doesn't mean that Joel Embiid looks bad.
Joel Embiid's a soft little baby.
Dude, I just haven't seen a good Brooklyn team since freaking dude point guard was there, Darren Williams. That's the last time Brooklyn was any good.
D'Lo?
And they were New Jersey back then.
They would have won the Kyrie, Durant, Harden before the injuries.
Yeah, nothing ever works out there, is what I'm saying.
Nothing works. Ever since they traded those for KG and Paul Pierce, it's been downhill.
He paid.
Yeah, but I've got Brooklyn at 10 just because, they have the potential to be higher, but, I'm not fully trusting Ben Simmons to be that amazing coming back. Give me a break. Now, look, in the preseason, he's looked more confident with the ball, but he in the preseason, he's basically doing the exact same things as he did last year, numbers-wise.
Let's not overreact to preseason. Quoted Miles Irvin.
Well, I'm not overreacting to preseason, but if it's the same results as last year.
What do you mean, though? Like turnovers?
I'm one of the biggest Ben Simmons haters out there, but I do have the Nets higher on this list.
Me too, Joey.
All right. Are we done with our 10s?
Let's go to 9.
Joe.
All right. I have the Indiana Pacers, who I'm watching right now. I have them just above the 500 mark at 42-40. I think Halliburton's a stud. I think they have a good team around him. Like Miles Turner, he's always going to be in trade rumors, but he just sticks around. So honestly, I don't see him going nowhere. I think they do okay in the play-in. Like they make it, but like they're not a very exciting team outside of Halliburton. They're kind of a mid team.
I disagree. I'd say they're really exciting. I'd say they're exciting.
You forgot to mention the second best 3-point shooter in the league, Buddy Hield.
They got Obi Toppin.
Joe, you don't like defense? You seen Benedict Mathurin on the ball?
I like Benedict Mathurin. I don't care for Obi Toppin. I think he's mid.
Obadiah.
Yeah, I think he really is.
Really?
I think
I'm gonna get him.
I love Buddy Buckets. A lot of people hate on Buddy Buckets. I like Buddy
love
Buckets.
him. We're gonna get Obi to dunk on Joey.
Jackson, who you got at 9?
With that being said, I have the Indiana Pacers too.
Attaboy!
What you got to add about the Indiana Pacers?
Nothing really, honestly. I think Joey hit it on the head. I mean, their defense is good. Obviously, you have Miles Turner. You have Benedict Mathurin, who's looked good defensively. But outside of that, I mean, they got a fun little team. I could see them being much higher, but I think they still need one maybe 2 years to be that elite team that everyone thinks they're going to be.
I agree.
Yeah.
But me and Joey are besties.
I think me and Miles might have the same pick again here, and I hope we're right. I hope we do.
Well,
I put Orlando at 9. I put Orlando here.
Oh no, I already said Orlando.
You goofball.
Sorry. Orlando at 10.
Silly dude.
Orlando at 9 for me.
But
Okay, we already
I
talked.
like it.
Now this is a iffy pick for me. I don't know. I was going back and forth with Orlando, Brooklyn, and the Bulls. I've got the Bulls at 9 because I think while they're mid, I think that their star guys are still decent enough to win regular season games, and between the Bulls and the Raptors are definitely more likely to trade their star guys than the Bulls. I think the Bulls will give this one more full season before they finally decide what they're going to do. So I've got them at 9.
It's going to be a painful season.
Yeah, for Bulls fans.
I know pain watching basketball. I'm used to it by now.
Yeah, but I'll just go into 8. 8 is where I had the Pacers. I have the Pacers at 8.
You got the Pacers. Okay.
I'm super excited to watch the Pacers this year. Their offense is going to be so exciting with Tyrese, the addition of Bruce Brown. We'll see how that turns out. I don't know how exactly he'll fit on that team. But like, of course, Buddy Hield, if they go with him off the bench, that's just a sniper. Benedict Mathurin, Obi Toppin, Miles Turner. I'm excited to see how Obi Toppin plays this year because really he hasn't looked like too great because he's always playing behind Julius Randle. He's never able to get like extended minutes, and when he was able to, he looked pretty solid. So as a starter, I think he could look better. But that's why I got the Pacers at 8. I'm super excited to see them play.
Joey, who do you have at 8?
Okay, now, don't hate me.
I know who you're going to pick. I think I know.
Don't hate me. I may be a little bit biased and salty from last year in the playoffs, but I have the New York Knicks at 8.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
I have the New York Knicks at 8.
Get out of here.
Why?
They were exposed a little in the playoffs after the Cavs, because I think the way the Cavs versus the Knicks playoffs went, I think it was more on the Cavs the way they played, the way our bigs didn't play great at all. And I think like outside of Brunson, they didn't play that great in my opinion in that playoff series. So outside of Brunson, and who knows, that confidence can carry into this year. Like Jalen Brunson can be a stud this year, but
he's going to be a stud this year.
Who knows if Julius Randle keep it up? Like, I still have the Knicks. I got the record at 44-38. Like, I think they're going to be pretty good, but again, I could just be a salty Cavs fan from last year. Like,
you are.
You are.
I think you are.
A salty Cavs fan.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Give me a second to rewrap my head.
Okay. All right. While Jackson takes a second.
No, we're good. All right. Miles is not going to like my pick. He's just not. I have the Atlanta Hawks coming in at the 8th seed.
I second that. Just since I'm next, that's where I got them.
You
Okay.
got the Hawks at 8-2, Nick?
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nowhere, bro.
Attaboy.
They got Sadiq Bey and Nneka Okongwu. Them like 2 and 3. Those are 2 and 3. After Trey is them. That's it.
DeJounte Murray,
DeJounte
DeAndre
Murray.
Hunter,
Okay.
Bogdan
Wait,
Bogdanovic,
oh.
Sadiq and Okongwu are like 6 and 7 on that team.
They're like
Not to
3 and
mention
4
Clint
after Murray.
Capella.
How are they
They are,
3
like,
and
more like
4?
3 and 4.
Those other
But
dudes
no
you
way.
named suck.
I kind of want to change my pick.
Are
just
you
because
watching
nobody-
Hawks game? What the heck?
DeAndre ain't nothing. He don't do nothing.
15
DeAndre
point
Ayton, what are you
scorer and
talking about?
defense? Oh my gosh.
I
What a-
actually never. I don't think I ever seen him play. I'll have to make sure.
Then
I'm
why are you talking about him? Don't talk about players you haven't watched.
Goggles changing his pick at this moment.
Jackson, why do you have them at 8?
The lack of there's like obviously you have DeAndre Hunter and DeJounte, but outside of that, there's a big lack of defense on this team. I mean, if you're starting on Onyeka, he's not that great defensively.
Clint Capella is still a
They
person.
still have not traded Capella.
He's
I'm
not
with
that
Miles.
great defensively. He's not the best defensive player in the world.
He's a good shot blocker. And
Sadiq
Okongwu
Bey-
is too. Both of those guys are good shot blockers.
I like
But
Okongwu.
still, I mean, I have a bad feeling about the Hawks. I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. Trade's great. This was one that I looked at and I was like, you know what? I feel like they're more of an AC, especially just looking at the rest of the East and how it shaped up for me at least.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that pick.
Yeah.
I do have
I can be mad at what Nick said.
Oh, I can be mad at yeah. My
Sorry,
goodness.
DeAndre. Sorry, DeAndre Hunter.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
I'm
Better
not
right-
taking back nothing else.
Wow. All right. So is that everyone's 8th?
I
Yeah.
think so.
All
I
right,
am
7.
So shocked at what this man
Joey.
did.
I will say, I do
Say it.
have the Hawks at 7, so I don't
Okay.
have them that far behind. I have the Hawks,
1 spot.
45 and 37, 1 game more than the Knicks. Like, they're not going to be that much better. Like, I'm with you guys. Like, the defense is a kind of a big issue, but there's not enough balls to go around. I think Sadiq Bey is almost like a non-factor, especially because DeJounte Murray and Trey Young is going to have the ball in their hands 80% of the time.
But Trey passes a lot. That's the
And
thing.
Sadiq's there to catch and shoot threes on that team off the ball.
Trey is very good too. He can
I
get
think
them
they're
a lot
going to
of
go to
ways by
Bogdan
himself.
Bogdanovic more than Sadiq Bey.
Well, yeah,
Trey
but
Young's
because
gotta have
Bogdanovic is the number 1 option off the bench, Bay's going to start.
I'm a bench player.
I think when both Trey Young and DeJounte Murray are out there in the starting lineup, I don't think Sadiq Bey touches the ball outside of a rebound.
Interesting.
That's just the way I see it.
I just don't like the Hawks because they talk trash, and when they lose games, they're salty about it.
Against
Specifically in
the
overtime.
Rockets.
Didn't say any games. Just saying it happened. It's happened before.
Guys, who you got at 7?
My 7. They're not the greatest regular season team. And they were close to this last year. It's the Miami Heat. They didn't really. What did they do this? offseason?
I agree.
Go to the finals.
I agree.
They go to the finals. Thank you.
But they were an 8 seed when they did it. They're not a great regular season.
They're
team.
not
They
a good
haven't been
regular
in a couple
season team,
years.
and they got a whole lot worse.
Jimmy Butler's not a regular season player. You're getting Tyler Hero back after that injury, but even then, they had him for most of the playoff run. So it's like,
No, they didn't.
No,
What
they
did you
had
do?
him. They had him for the regular season, not the playoffs.
my brain doesn't work.
All
It's
right,
okay.
at 7.
But honestly, here we go.
No, go ahead. Talk about Miami. I'll write down
No,
everything
no,
you
I'm
say.
done. I'm done. I'm done.
But no, I completely agree with Miami. I mean, that's a team that's built for the playoffs. But like
Yeah.
this
Oh,
offseason, like you lose Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, who were 2 big pieces for your team, and you get Josh Richardson and Thomas Bryant. You're gonna have to rely
Yeah,
on
dunked
really
on.
on an old Kyle Lowry as a starting point guard potentially. I just don't.
True.
I don't
No, you're
see
right.
it.
I might shift them in the Hawks. My goodness.
I don't.
All right, at 7, this is where I put Indiana.
Okay.
Okay.
One guy that we haven't talked about for Indiana is their rookie, bro. Their rookie is really good. His
Oh,
name is
Jarris Walker. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
been
it's
good.
This dude loves Jarris Walker more than anyone else on this planet, I think.
Well, I mean,
Did you watch
he's
him
been,
at Houston
no,
last year?
he's been good. He's been good.
He's been good, but like, Nick loves this man.
I'm a hater on Buddy Hield too, but I
Why?
don't think I just don't like his. I mean, he doesn't do anything but like shoot step backs and like.
Because he's one of the
Do they
best
go
in
in?
NBA history.
Do they
You know-
go in?
He's one of the
I mean,
best
he's-
shooters in NBA history.
I just
Behind me.
I don't like the fit there with Tyre. No, I don't. I can't even say that. I don't know. I got. Let's move on.
Oh my
Miles,
god.
who you got at 7? Do you have the Heat? Is that what you were saying?
Yes, I got the Heat at 7.
Miles, high five, high five, high five.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh God, this is not good.
All right, so number 6, top
Yeah.
6. So these are
Infinity
our
Stones
for
are coming
sure.
together.
These are our for sure playoff locks.
Oh, y'all are not gonna like mine.
All right. Playoff lock at 6. I got the Brooklyn Nets. I never would have thought me and Goglin would be best friends after this podcast. I'll be honest, I
Attaboy.
never would have thought.
I'm loving this.
I do have the Nets at 47 and 35.
Mhm.
Again, not much higher than the Hawks and the Knicks, but
Yeah.
and again, I am the biggest Ben Simmons hater out there. I think he's an absolute bum. I think he should be playing over in China right now.
Oh my god.
However, they have more of a complete team around him. Even though Ben Simmons will be out by Christmas and he'll be out for the year,
Dude, wait, hold on.
Dinwiddie will be the starter, and they're going to take over, and it's going to be really good.
Hold on. May I just point something out? Both of the times that Jackson has gone crazy over agreements, he's immediately flipped because of what the other person said.
Why are we? Why? Ben's not bad.
He is not.
not
He
bad.
isn't bad. He
I
isn't
like Ben
bad.
a little bit.
I think Ben's okay.
Hey, man, he's played almost as many games as I have the last couple of years.
I just gotta see it.
I agree too. Brooklyn could definitely be in this range. I just don't have him here.
I agree with Joey to an extent. I like Jacques Vaughn as a coach. And people aren't talking about this team is so nasty defensively. I mean, they're 1 through 5. If you're starting Ben, if you're not starting Ben, I mean, you have Dinwiddie, who's their worst defender. But then he's their worst defender because everyone else around him is so good. You have Ben, who's fantastic on defense. You have Dorian Finney-Smith, who's fantastic on defense.
Florida,
you have Mikal
dude.
Bridges. You have Nicholas Claxton. You have a ton of pieces that can play defense. I like defensive teams. Because defense wins championships.
Facts.
And I like that.
You know,
We'll see
Jax,
about
I got a question for all of you guys. If you were Jacques Vaughn, who
I
would
like
you
that name,
who
too.
would you start? Who's your starting 5?
Probably. I don't know.
Because
All right, hear me out,
because
hear me out, hear me out.
Cam Thomas could make a jump as well.
He's just no.
Are we talking day
That
one,
dude
or are we
don't play
talking by
defense.
Christmas?
We're
'Cause again,
talking-
I
We're
have
not
2
talking
different
by
starting
Christmas.
lineups.
We're not
We're
talking
talking
Christmas.
okay, we're
day
talking
one.
we're talking if Ben Simmons is healthy, if everyone
Oh, I
on
got
their
one.
roster is healthy, who is your starting 5?
You want to hear
Ben
mine?
Simmons starts at 1.
Nick. Amen,
All right.
brother. Nick, you
Mine
go.
is. It's gonna be Dinwiddie, Bridges. They got Cam Johnson, right?
Oh yeah.
Ben Simmons and Claxton. There you go. Bam.
I-
That's a great squad.
Start your best players.
Yeah.
All
duh.
right. Yeah,
That's fair.
give me Ben, Dinwiddie, McCall, Cam Johnson, or Dorian. Could care less. And then Nicholas Claxton. I like Dorian.
Cam Johnson's got to start.
You got to
No,
start
he-
Cam Johnson over Smith. I'm a big Finney-Smith fan, but just
I
because
love
he's a Gator,
Dorian
but
Finney-Smith.
no.
You
I like
also
that.
just gave
That was
Johnson the big contract extension as well. Got to start him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay who
Playoff
you
together.
play. You play who you pay.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
That's why
I think
Dylan
we
Brooks is
got a
about to lead the
little
league and
off
everything.
All right,
Okay.
Who do you got at 6?
Drum roll, please. At number 6, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Ah!
Yes, sir. I think I don't love DG and Donovan together. I think Donovan's gonna check out halfway through the season and move on from Cleveland. I don't. Mobley has to make a jump for sure. Allen is way too soft. I just don't see the Cavs being a very good team this year. I think that as long as the Sixers either have Harden on the court or do something to make their team really good with Harden, Embiid, and Maxey, they're clear of the Cavs. I think the Knicks proved that they were clear of the Cavs. And then the only 3 teams we're talking that are left are the team that went to the finals last year and the 2 best teams in the East. So I think that
You
all
have
5 of those
Miami
teams,
in the top 6?
You have Miami over Cleveland in the regular season. We're not talking playoffs. These are not power rankings. You have Cleveland at 6 in the East in the regular season.
Yeah.
That
I
is
did
that
it.
is ridiculous. This is
Wow.
not even this is not even Cavs bias.
Like we'll see. It's September. It's October right now. We'll see.
And
Hey,
they'll
Nick,
be
You don't
Nick,
even know
quick
what month it
question.
is.
Are we firing Bickerstaff by the end of the year?
I hope we get the 16 and fire his ass. Yes. Dude, I went to the game the other night. I was gonna make a sign that said "Fire JB, trade Allen, hire me." Boy, come on.
After this take, there's no hiring you. No way. No way.
There's no way. Oh my god.
Isn't Donovan on contract here?
No, he's not.
No,
He
he's
don't
got
want to
one
be
more
here, bro.
year.
He does not want to be here.
This is the last year for us to give him an extension, and if we're going to trade him or not. But this is not his last year technically.
Yeah.
He don't want to be here.
I'm
I like
shocked,
Darius.
too.
Darius our best player.
Miles, who do you got?
Oh my god.
So
I know he scored 71. I know he
number
scored 71.
number 6 is where I've got the Hawks. That's where I got the Hawks.
Okay.
So not anything, not too much crazier.
Nothing crazy.
No.
Nothing
That's
crazier.
topic.
I think
Dude, my face is
I
so
think-
red. I'm about to blow a cup of Espresso or something.
But no, I think that a full season of Quinn Snyder as their head coach could be big for them as well. He's shown to be a good regular season head coach. And
True.
the Hawks, they have the potential to have some of the best ball movement and offense in the league with their
Like-
shooting.
Yeah, honestly.
With their combination of shooting, isolation, and pick and rolls, I think that they have the potential to be really good offensively now that it's the second year of Young and Murray together. Especially, Quinn Snyder teams are always teams that preach ball movement. So I think
Yeah, I do
the
like him.
He's
And
a good coach.
they could do something like the Kings did last year, low key. Like
yeah, I
like
agree.
the team, yeah.
I agree. I think the Hawks could be honestly way higher than this. They have the potential to be really good in the East.
above
But-
the Cavs.
But honestly, I could see it. I could see the Hawks being above the Cavaliers, but I could also see them being mid because they were mid last year. So
Yeah, that's fair. All right, Joey.
All right, at number 5, and it's only because he's going to get traded by Christmas, but I got the 76ers at 5.
Boom, baby!
We all got that.
we all got them. We all got this. There's our first one. We all got the Sixers at 5. Wow.
Let's
I got
go.
one picture to show this.
What?
There's your starting center, Philly. Right there. Gosh.
That's an MVP, Goggin.
Don't disrespect.
Oh, don't even
MVP
get me
like that.
started on him winning MVP. It should have been Nikola Jokic. It should have been. Voter fatigue is so stupid.
Well, okay, hold on. This
in
is
the NBA.
this is what I'll say about that. I think that Jokic should have won it last year, but Embiid should have won it like the year before. I think that it
True.
should be
Embiid.
switched.
True.
That's what I think.
Until he proves anything to me in the playoffs, I don't want him to win any awards.
You know,
MVP
okay, you know
is
what?
a regular season award.
I
Goggins.
don't give a hoot what it is.
Here, okay,
I don't care what it is.
I gave this trivia question to Jackson when he was on my show, but Joel Embiid is one of 3 MVPs to never play in the finals. Who are the other 2?
Oh, I don't.
I got it.
Jackson.
Jackson, you already know it.
Jackson, you already know it.
I don't remember.
Be
Oh, I
quiet.
got one of them. I know one of them. I know. Is it
I know.
Steve Nash?
D Rose and Steve Nash.
That's right.
I was
I
about
watched
to.
that
Oh,
episode,
D
though.
Rose. Yeah.
I watched that episode. I heard you say that.
Yeah.
You watched
I was
that
about to
episode?
say I know Steve Nash.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, the Sixers got a whole lot worse, man.
They're a messy team.
I can see them being way lower than this, honestly. Maybe not way lower, but I can see them being lower for sure.
I think they're still a playoff lock, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're definitely. If you have an MVP, I mean, in the East, you should be a MVP lock. I mean, especially
Tyrese
if Maxi's going to be a beast. Oubre could be good for them. Tobias
Yeah.
Harris.
True.
That's my even though I have them at 5, but that's even me. Like I said, they're still trading Harden, but they're still finishing 5. That's how good that team.
I'm excited to
as
see
a
who they
whole-
Yeah, that's the thing. And with the Harden trade, they're not trying to move him for another player. They're trying to move him for picks.
Yeah.
Which is why the
thing. So,
Which is why the Clippers thing is just not going to work.
No.
Well, I mean, even if they get Terrence Mann, that's not that
Untouchable Terrence Mann. They're not going to get Terrence Mann. Apparently, he's the greatest player in NBA history. And he's
We'll get to the Clippers. We'll get to the
All right.
Clippers.
All right.
All right, so we all agreed on 5.
We all agreed on 5.
I don't think we're gonna.
4.
Okay.
Let's hear yours, Joey.
I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. I got us going 51-31, going over the 50-game mark. However, us finishing at 4th.
So like the same exact thing as last year. I think that's exactly what they did last year.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. I don't even remember the record from last year, but if that's it, like literally, they didn't change much. Who'd they trade? Chetty Osman for Max Strus? Like, come on.
That's an upgrade, though. That's definitely an upgrade.
That's disrespectful to Max Strus. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Not as disrespectful to Max Strus. I'm a big Chetty Osman hater, but that is not as disrespectful. Like, Strus is not that much better.
Are you gonna hate on everyone?
No, I would
not actually hate on them.
I'd agree with that, but I think that Strus fits the Cavs more in the sense that he will fire away a contested 3, and it has a better chance of going in, and that's what the Cavs need.
Yeah. He is a little better of a fit for us. Yeah.
He's gonna have a couple 20, 25, maybe 30 balls.
Dude, he had that play-in game against the Bulls where he had like 30-something points.
Yeah, if he gets on a heater, bro, he'll hit 6 or 7 in the half.
Him in the playoffs will be very clutch because he knows what he has to do.
Yeah,
dude, Niang too is clutch too for regular season.
I do like the Niang upgrade and the Strus upgrade. They could take a jump.
Yeah,
but I do think Bickerstaff is kind of mid, and I do need Evan Mobley to show me a big boost and a big upgrade because honestly, he started off so great, but now he's just been kind of stagnant and hasn't showed that much improvement. And
top 3 in defensive player of the year.
He should have been, but
he was. He was. He's the youngest player to ever be a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year.
That's not what I'm talking. I'm talking offensively as well. We know what he can do defensively. He showed that improvement, but offensively, I know Nick said Darius Garland's our best player. I currently think it's Donovan Mitchell, but if we do want to keep Donovan Mitchell, our second best player needs to be Evan Mobley, not Darius Garland.
And to add to that, you want him to take kind of like a Jaren Jackson Jr. type leap. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of, yeah. I need him to be averaging minimum 20 to 25 points a game.
25 points.
Yeah, I'd stick with the
not 25, 20 to 25.
He should be in there.
If he put up, if he gave like a 19-10 season, I'd be happy with that.
True.
That's good, especially with the defense.
He won't, because with, as you just mentioned, with Garland and Mitchell and the focus that the Cavs are going to have on 3-point shooting this year, he's not gonna. I don't think that he's going to be a type of guy that puts up a high volume of shots.
Right.
On a team.
But that's what personally, that's what I want to see.
He needs to create.
I want him to be dominant like Chris Bosh was when he was in Toronto. That's how good I want to see him.
But Bosh was also the best player. Mobley's the third best player. That's what's different about that sort of thing.
Bosh was the third best player on that Heat team, though.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No, he was not. He was not terrible. He was not terrible. You got to be kidding me.
No, he was a completely different player than Toronto, though.
Yeah, exactly. But that doesn't mean he's terrible.
He played his role.
You guys are taking that specific thing out of context. I'm saying, in the context of where he was in Toronto, he was terrible in Miami because he became the third best player.
All right, that's right. Goglin, who do you got for him?
All right, terrible the harsh word, but he can get over it.
I think if I'm doing math correctly, all 3 of us might have the same one. I got the New York Knicks at 4.
I've got the New York Knicks at 4.
Knicks.
New York Knicks.
I have them at the 8th seed because they're gonna be bad.
So
give me a break.
Brunson,
a dog. Quentin Grimes, a dog. Julius Randle, a dog. Mitchell Robinson out-rebounded your whole entire franchise last year.
Yeah, he played really well in that first round.
He's a dog. Not to mention, I'm about to pop a blood vessel.
I don't hate Julius either. I used to not have faith in him, and I didn't like him off the court, or not necessarily off the court, but how he carried himself in his body language a lot of times. So I didn't like that aspect of him, but he can ball, bro. He's tough. He beat us up last year.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
And
Yeah.
Jalen
Not to
is
mention
gonna be nice
Josh
as well.
Hart. Josh Hart's going to be a great addition, especially. I think Josh Hart's going to take a little bit of a step up after playing for Team USA. Jalen Brunson's going to come out even better this year than last
They got
year.
DiVincenzo there.
True.
Dante.
Yeah,
he's a range guy.
I think the Knicks are looking good for regular season basketball. Because Joey,
They're
what you were
sneaky
saying
team.
about the players struggling, that's in the playoffs. That's in the play. Randall always struggles in the playoffs. We've seen that the last 2 years. But regular season, Randall always puts up decent numbers, and Brunson is just so steady there.
Brunson is a stud. I can't even argue that. Again, like I said, I may
my
be
guy.
just a big Cavs hater. Like, I was really salty about it. But I do agree Brunson is an absolute stud. Like, he can carry a team like he showed last year.
Yeah.
That's like me coming out and saying that the Warriors are going to be the worst team ever every year after they beat us in the playoffs. Every year.
The Rockets.
I still
every
said they
single
were a
year.
playoff team, though.
Oh shit.
I don't count playing.
Yeah, but they should. This is the type
Oh,
of range. Oh gosh! All right, we'll have to pause it. What happened with Nick?
I don't know.
I need a water break. I need a
I knew I
therapist.
would get you guys with the Knicks call. I knew it, though.
Wow. All right.
Look,
You are-
I'm
You got me.
You all right? You're
got
all
me
right,
pissed
Coach.
Off is what you got. You got me pissed off. Disrespecting Jalen Brunson.
Good.
Dude, imagine how he's gonna be when he.
playoff predictions.
Imagine how he's gonna be when he finds out where all of us have the Timberwolves compared to him.
I don't have
I'm
to
gonna-
move that high.
Okay.
I will be livid.
Okay. So, all right. All right. We're ready to get back to. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're good.
No, you're good. Okay. So so 3 of us got the Knicks at 4. Who does everyone have at 3?
Cleveland.
I got
You
Miami.
got the Cavs at 3?
I got
Miami
Miami.
3?
Yeah, they made it to the finals last year.
They're not a regular season team.
Wait. Who did Nick get to the Nick? Who'd you say?
Miami.
Nick, guess what? I got the Miami Heat at 3.
Yeah.
Winning 54 games to 28 losses.
How?
What are you guys doing?
That's right, baby. Let's go.
What is
Nick,
your-
I am 100% with you.
I don't
I'm
know
not
why
saying
you're
nothing
smiling.
else.
That's abysmal. Because you know you're wrong.
What is the argument for Miami being above all
What?
these
I mean,
teams in the
dude.
regular season? Get out of the playoffs. They are different in the playoffs. We know how they are.
Timmy Butler.
Is not a regular season player.
Timmy Butler.
It doesn't matter.
That's all
I
I
like
got.
I like the way Jimmy and Bam play together, and I think
When?
Tyler
When?
Hero,
What time of year? What time of
They
year?
have three.
Think about
the
it.
time
Re-
of year that they're on the
This
basketball court.
the regular season Heat almost lost a play-in game to the Bulls.
Dude, they can do pick and roll in the winter, summer, spring, or fall.
Then why didn't they?
I like Coach Spo and them 3, and I can't bet against the Heat.
I'm
They
a
have
big
three-
Coach Spo fan.
They have 3 good players though.
Look, I am too, but not in the regular season. Oh
They had 3
my.
good players until they got to the playoffs last year.
Until they got to the playoffs.
And then
Yeah.
they lost 2 of them, and they'll have some more good players like Johnny Juzang, and yeah.
Johnny Juzang is a Utah Jazz player. Jaime Jaquez.
Who do you play with? Jaime Jaquez. Yeah, well, they played together.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
Dark Horse Rookie of the Year, Jaime Jaquez, the
He's
dude
not-
from UCLA.
Victor's gonna be the rookie of the year.
Jackson, are you okay?
Let's move
I
on
don't
to
think
2.
so.
I'm not gonna get over this Miami
Talk
thing.
about the Cavs. Let me talk about the Cavs.
We need, come on. We all right. Number 3,
As an
yeah,
outside
Cavaliers.
person looking in,
Talk about it.
I don't understand why y'all are disrespecting your own team. They're not going to be that bad.
I have
You're
them
making-
at 4.
No, okay, no. Joey is not disrespectful. They could be 4. 6 is kind of crazy.
But Mr. Miami Heat at
It
3
is.
is.
It's
Well, the
definitely
one.
crazy.
But you're making it seem like Donovan Mitchell's going to quit on the team. There's no Donovan Mitchell
That's
is gonna ball
not.
out
He's
no matter what.
you get.
If
Forget what kind of
Continuity.
forget what player that is. Forget what player he is. The kind of guy he is, he's never gonna quit on his team mid-season.
Like if he didn't quit on that Utah Jazz team middle of the season, he's not gonna quit on this Cavs team. This
Which
Cavs
is
team
better.
Is better around him. It's better around him.
I was watching the playoffs. If we don't have Donovan and DG, if those two, one of them aren't on the court, we don't score the bat. We can't score.
What about Craig Porter Jr., Nick? What about him?
He's not gonna play.
I thought he was the best player ever, Nick.
He should be running the second unit. If he runs the second unit, maybe I'll move the Cavs up.
Oh my no! Okay, oh my gosh.
I will
Moving
say,
on, please. Moving on. No, moving on. Please.
I will say, as I'm watching
No,
this
Joey,
Cavs Pacers game, this Cavs lineup of Mitchell, Strus, Okoro, Niang, and Mobley, they have forced 3 24-clock shot violations.
That sounds like a very good defensive team.
This defense is actually looking.
Our defense is never the problem. Our defense is always good.
The offense is good.
I think the offense wasn't that. I think it's going to be better this year because they're going to push the pace a lot more and fire away from three. When I was looking at the numbers as far as like pace goes, they are going the fastest pace in the league in the preseason, and they're taking the most threes, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm happy Miles and I are agreeing on this. Because I thought we were all four going to be like Cavs might be a 3.
I'm surprised some people weren't trying to. Okay, you know what? This sets up the perfect top 2 because we all know Milwaukee and Boston are the top 2. What order? Who wants to start?
6-1, Bucks 2.
Nope.
I'm flipped as well. I'm Bucks Celtics.
Never mind. I might have to change it.
Wait, you guys, you caught up. Wait, Jackson, what'd you say?
I'm just kidding, Nick.
We all said.
Joey said Celtics 1, Bucks 2. I said Bucks 1, Celtics 2.
Okay, I've got Bucks 1, Celtics 2.
Yeah,
so
Joey's the odd man out.
Okay.
Joey, you're a dummy.
So now, so this is what I'll. So this is
one out of all y'all.
No, this is what I'll say. I think that in a playoff,
Don't even mention the video.
Oh
Don't
my!
even mention the video.
Don't even mention the video.
Porzingis is gonna win. Is gonna play like Jokic. That's why they're gonna finish 1.
He is.
No, he's not. He's averaging 0.3 assists.
He's had 1 assist in the preseason. He's had 1 assist in the preseason. You can't.
Jokic gets that in the first possession.
We'll see.
We will see because we can see. Oh my gosh.
Giroux is the playmaker in this starting lineup. I don't know what you're smoking, man.
But I've got the Bucks 1 just because in the playoffs I think Boston definitely could have the edge, but as far as depth goes, Milwaukee's got the depth over Boston, and while it may take longer for the Bucks to get acquainted offensively with each other with a new system and all their new players, I think that throughout the season, the Bucks have a higher potential. They're more suited for potential injuries than Boston.
What is bro doing? Joey's just being a goofball.
What do you mean? What am I doing? I'm drinking chocolate milk.
But I think, all right, I'm gonna state my case. I think it just boils down to I think Milwaukee's the better regular season team. We've seen it every year. They've been the 1 seed for the last couple of years, besides the 1 year Milwaukee was, or 1 year Philadelphia was. But they're the better regular season team. Giannis knows how to get that team the 1 seed and home court advantage throughout the whole playoffs. I think they're gonna want it more, especially just because Boston has shown that they're a better playoff team the last couple of years.
Yeah, I don't really know how this is going to go through. I just put the Bucks up there because, like Miles said, I think they're a little bit deeper. And like Goggin said, I think they're just a better team overall. Giannis and Dame definitely play off each other better than the other superstars in Boston. Apparently,
they have the potential to play off each other better than any other duo in the league.
But what I will say is that
what I'm
seeing from Boston right now is crazy. Like they might come out like they did last year and just start like 20-0 or whatever, like they did, and then just keep cruising, and they could easily be the 1 seed. So that's just my point. Is like they're gonna.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I was going through their schedule, I'm like, dude, it was so hard to just pick losses. Like I stopped just counting the wins, and I was just like, okay, how many are they gonna lose? Like I have them winning 60+ games, barely over 60 games, but like I have the Bucks just under like 60 games. Like they could easily be flipped.
What happens when one of their guys goes down?
The other one steps up. Like I that's what I think.
They don't have anyone to step up though.
They do for regular. They do.
The other one's gonna step up. That's just how it's gonna go.
You think? Yeah, I mean, you think about it that way. With all their guys playing, like all their stars that they have, their big four. If one of them goes down, that just means more shots and more chances for their other stars to shine in that moment.
Yeah.
But in the playoffs, I think that the Celtics will need all 4 of their guys to shine to win a title.
Yeah.
Don't count out Horford out.
Yeah, exactly. Horford is good still. Horford's old, but he's still good. I definitely.
Championships at Florida. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
they're gonna struggle to play defense, bro. They're gonna struggle to.
The Celtics' problem is not defense.
Everyone got like Boston's had one of the best defenses in like every season for the last like 4 or 5 years. I don't know how long it's been, but it's not going to be that way this year, bro. They traded Smart, both Williams. They traded Brogdon. They lost a lot of the rotation guys, bro. They lost, and you can't expect the guys who are going to be out there for 40 minutes to keep it up on the defensive end for 40 minutes. There's going to be lapses, and it's going to show. And I think the problems are on defense.
Every team has lapses at some point.
All right, are we figuring out like our all-in-one?
I can go through and do it after the video.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about it another time.
Yeah.
Do it after. You ready to go to the Western Conference?
Let's go to the West.
I don't think y'all are ready for me to go to the Western Conference.
We're not ready. We're not ready.
All right, hot take. First team to ever go 0-82, the Houston Rockets.
No, oh my.
Joey, start with your 15.
All right, my 15th is in the Western Conference. Goggling, as much as I wanted to make fun of the Rockets, I have the Portland Trail Blazers finishing 15.
Oh.
You lost Dame. He's the best player in history. Like,
oh.
Jackson, what are you doing?
Nothing. I also have Portland finishing 15th.
That's 3 of us with Portland. Miles, you don't have Portland?
Really?
Who do you have at 15, Miles?
I got.
I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say San Antonio.
I got the Spurs.
You're drunk, bro.
You are smoking something,
Miles. You're drunk.
I got the Spurs.
Have you been watching Devin Vassell?
Oh,
that dude
he's the same as last year.
Wemby's bones are the size of my arms. Look at his legs are the size of my arms.
Wemby's incredible. Wemby's incredible.
Good, but like, if he goes down, they're done for.
Yeah, and and this is just the first year of his career. Like, it's not like
it's a rebuild.
It's a rebuild. They're in a rebuild.
Right. You're right. The last time the Spurs had the #1 pick in Tim Duncan, you're right. What did they do? That was nothing. Just win the national game or win the NBA championship.
He had David Robinson next to him, who was still a baller at that point. They don't have that guy.
And they have Jeremy Sohan.
Yes, because Jeremy Sohan is David Robinson. Okay, my case.
Keep that energy, boy.
Kidding.
I was gonna say.
I'm kidding, but. What's the common denominator? Greg Popovich. He's the greatest coach of all time. He's gonna
get the clipboard. We're done for. He's got the clipboard. We're done for.
No. Spurs starting lineup. Let's go for it.
Are you gonna say it or what?
No, y'all go.
Trey Jones, Devin Vassell,
Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan.
Yeah. No.
They came out with it. They said Jeremy Sohan, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Victor, and Zach Collins.
Yeah. They're starting.
You're bringing Trey Jones off?
Yeah.
That's what they said they're doing this year.
That's what I would do. You're telling me that 5 isn't going to win 25 games?
They can win 25 games and still be 15.
But here's the thing: you look at Portland.
Is not going to win 25 games.
I think they're both 1 and 2 for the bottom 2 teams. But you look at it, Portland's got Scoot. They got Anthony Simons, Shaden Sharp, all three guys with high upside. You also got DeAndre Ayton, who's been on winning teams before.
Robert Williams.
Ayton was not the best player on that team, though. He was the one they needed to convince to win.
And he's not going to be the best player on this team, at least on the offensive side. I think
Portland's going to be good in 5 years' time. But this year, they're going to be the worst team in the Western Conference.
Interesting.
That's why I put them
Western Conference.
I agree. I put them at 15 as well. I just think they're not that far behind the Spurs either. Like I think Miles is not wrong either.
No.
I have the Spurs higher, but whatever.
What do you got them at, like 4?
Yeah,
I'm not saying anything until we get to their spot.
I think Portland could be better. Portland could definitely be better.
No,
Yeah.
Miles named a lot of good dudes.
I don't think the Spurs are. I don't think that the Spurs I don't think that the Spurs at 15 is that crazy.
No,
it's not crazy, but like
it's not crazy at all. I guess Victor Wembanyama. He's good, but he's not amazing.
They got the best coach in NBA history. It's hard to go against them, in my opinion.
Okay, and where did they finish last year with the greatest coach in NBA history?
They got Wemby.
But where did they finish?
Wemby. Okay, we can get into all the hype with Wemby. Yeah, all the hype, and it's.
Scoot has the potential to be just as good as Wemby's gonna be.
No.
Listen. I don't care.
No.
Guy.
No. All right, let's go to number 14. I got the Houston Rockets goggling.
Screw you. You're an idiot.
I got them barely winning 30 games.
Actually, I agree with that.
Who you got?
Wait, did you have Houston at 14, Jackson?
No, I have San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
I put Utah here.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
This is
Lowry, Markkanen,
they're pretty trash.
This is also where I put Utah.
Hey! Boom, 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 boom.
This is also where I got Utah. They just need to tank. They need a star.
Yeah, they do.
They need a star.
Lowry Markkanen is a star.
He is a star. But him as the number one, he can't be a foundational piece to a franchise.
He's a Domantas Sabonis.
Imagine Lowry Markkanen on like a Cavs team. I think he'd be really good.
He would be.
Right, dude. We should have never traded him. And Utah used to have a star, but now they don't.
Well, no, he's good as all of Utah's players are good as complementary players, but they do not have a foundational player, and that's why they need to go out and get one in the draft.
I think there's a superstar. They're immediate like a play-in team with the team around them. But right now, without an elite superstar, they just don't got it.
But Taylor Horton-Tucker disrespect is crazy.
I do like THT. He can make a jump. And they got this dude, Keontae George, in the draft in the lottery. And he's playing behind a couple dudes. And he's really not like a good defender. He's really like a shot volume guy. But if he can score it, he might progress and like turn into someone who in the second half of the season makes his way into the lineup.
He's another Colin Sexton is what you're saying.
No, not necessarily. He's more like I don't know. I'll try and think of a comp and we can talk about it. Maybe.
All right. Going to 13.
Yes, number 13.
I got Utah. I'm with you guys right there. Like I just have them a spot ahead of you guys. I'm with you on that Utah. They got good players around him. I love Laurie. But I like a lot of their team, but they're missing a superstar. Not to take them over the edge.
Dude, it's so funny.
At 13, I'll give you guys my pick. This is a team that has a future superstar in the making, and they had the best draft this offseason as well.
I think you're gonna say.
Yeah, it's Houston. Jalen Green is that dude. And Amen. Jalen is that dude. Amen. And I like
Whitmore is that dude.
Cam a lot too. All them dudes are Jabari they got. So
hey man,
I think Houston will improve for sure. They went 22-60 last year. They could win 30, but I don't know if I put that.
Fist bump.
I've been hearing Jalen Green's going to be the next superstar for the last couple of years. I don't know about you guys.
I really like him. I think he's really good.
Miles, you say yours, please. 13
is where I have Portland. I think that Portland, they just have solid players. Like, I don't think
They
this
do.
is a bad team. Like, I think that Portland's got solid players that can win them some games to at least start off with, and then it always happens where like teams that are supposed to be bad start off strong, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're better without Dame." Like, oh, you're better. But I think Portland's 13, and then
I like that pick, sir.
12 is where I got the Rockets.
My 13 is the Utah Jazz.
Oh, my bad, Goglin. My bad.
I went
But
before
I agree
him,
with
so that was on
Miles.
me.
Guess what, everybody? Guess who's gonna finish number 12? You know it. Houston Rockets, number 12.
That might be
Biggest
uglier
rumor-
than the Cavs jerseys this
He's
year.
putting it on.
I don't give a crap what you say, because we're back, baby. We're back.
We're back for the 12th seed.
Brett VanVleet,
Moving
Dylan
up
Brooks,
in the
Cam
world.
Whitmore, Amen Thompson, Alperen Şengün. Shall I keep going?
No, please don't.
No, please.
Yeah.
All right.
Name a
Joey.
better team.
You are about to name 11 better.
Give it time, my friend.
Wait, so Goglin, you got them at 12 too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At 12, might get some heat for this, but
Say who I
I
think
got
you're gonna say.
I got the New Orleans Pelicans.
Wow.
Attaboy. I have a one spot ahead.
I do too.
Zion, a beast, but is he healthy?
He's a scrub.
None of the
Scrub.
Jackson.
I'm not gonna go that far to say he's a scrub. He's extremely talented, but he's
very
not healthy.
talented. He's very talented, but he doesn't play.
Injuries don't determine if a guy's a scrub or not.
To me, they do.
Until I see
Oh my
it, I
God.
won't believe it. That's just where I'm at with him.
I'm sweating bullets right now.
Bro, you guys are disrespecting Brandon Ingram.
I love
Brandon Ingram's good, but like CJ.
Okay, has everyone given their 12?
No, my 12 is the Spurs.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Above the
Let's
Rockets?
go. 11.
11, I got the Spurs. I got them barely missing out in the play-in. I got them at 11. I still have them missing the playoffs. Relax, I'm not riding the Spurs. I don't think they're going to win the championship.
I think that is
Go from
riding the
worst to
Spurs.
first, but
Miles.
they're going to be much better than y'all are giving them credit for. I have much more faith in Greg Popovich as a coach, and I have much more faith in Wemby than you guys think. I think the hype is real with them.
Well, yeah, it definitely is.
I just so the
What about
Spurs
you, Gog?
the Spurs
Who do you
have
guys have
the Spurs haven't made the playoffs in what 4 years.
And I still don't have them making the playoffs.
But they're
I
in.
don't care.
I don't even have them making the play-in. How about that?
All right,
Like-
I think. All right.
All right.
Those bottom four can be interchangeable as much as you want. Like
Joey, go to
And
11.
you don't have them in their bottom four.
Go to 11.
I
Go
do.
to
I have
11.
them at 11.
Go.
12,
Oh,
13,
oh.
14, 15.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
sorry, I can't do math.
Oh God.
Jackson, you want to go?
Okay, let's get back on track.
I have the Pelicans here.
I have the Pelicans
think-
at 11 as well.
All right, I put the Kings.
Zion.
Oh, what?
The King.
Dude, I thought I had them low. Oh, wait. You have the Kings missing entirely?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wait, who did that just push in? Let me think about this. Who did that just push in for you?
New
the
Orleans.
Pelicans.
Oh, ew. Oh, that's because you got.
Is
Zion
that
in
outlandish? I think the Pelicans are going to be better than the Kings. I don't think so.
I don't
two-seed
think
last
so.
year?
I don't think so.
The hell are you guys
Exactly.
freaking reacting like that for then? Taking my glasses.
Because one team finished as the second seed last year, the other team didn't.
They finished as a 3 seed.
Yeah, the 3 seed.
Whatever, I don't care. Wherever they finish, it's still better than
Dude,
the
the
Pelicans.
Kings go from the 3 seed to missing it all. Why do you say that?
I just don't think they have a guy. Like, De'Aaron is a guy.
Oh, De'Aaron is
Wasn't he
that
the clutch
guy.
player of the year last year?
Yeah.
De'Aaron is that
But he's not.
guy.
He's
Didn't
like boring
Sabonis
to me,
make
bro.
All NBA last year?
Dude,
They have
hold on.
but
How
two
can
guys.
someone not be the guy but also win the clutch player of the year award? What sense does that make?
I don't like it. I don't like the Kings.
He's just got a feeling. That's okay. This is predictions. That's what these
Look,
are for.
hey, teams are gonna underachieve. This is just the big. You know what? We gotta have the bold predictions in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I got plenty.
It's not that
coming up.
bold, but we'll see.
I got plenty coming up. Don't you worry about that.
All right. Play-in time. At number 10, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. I love Ant Edwards, but Cat Towns is not a winner. Ant Edwards is going to carry that team.
Exactly. Not to a 10 seed. You don't carry a team to a 10 seed.
With that franchise, you do. On 2K, Minnesota is one of my favorite teams to play with, but in real life, they're just bums.
Yeah, I didn't like their look at the end of last year.
I can't believe you say that.
But with that being said, I like Cat and I like Ant. So
Who do you have at 10, Nick?
For my 10, I put the Mavericks here.
My God. Fist bump, same.
Kyrie
Same.
and Luka, Kyrie and Luka don't have anyone around. Like, I don't think they have anyone around.
Is there a guy who knows how to play defense on this team?
Josh Green, right? He's out there.
Josh Green, Grant Williams.
Oh yeah, they got Grant. That's gonna help out.
If Grant Williams is your best defender, you're doing something wrong.
That's not that great.
He's gonna have more touches there.
And who's Dwight Powell gonna defend? Oh yeah, he goes against Jokic. Jokic is giving him 80.
Oh, I can't be mad at that pick. I can't be mad at that pick at all.
Yeah.
Who you got at 10, Miles?
10 is where I have OKC.
You dumbass.
How?
Hey.
Miles.
I have them at 9, so I agree with you.
Timberwolves, Thunder, and Pelicans are all mid to me. They're all in the same tier. I've got them all one out of the other because, I mean, all these teams, like, I've got New Orleans lower than the Thunder because of all their injuries. I've got Minnesota better than Oklahoma City because I think that their top players are better than the Thunders and they're more experienced.
Oh, yeah, they are.
So that puts the Thunder right in the middle.
I'm sorry.
Who else is hurt on New Orleans?
What did Alexander do last year?
I did.
It don't matter.
Ant's better.
I'm sorry. Did they just get the number 2 pick from last year back?
Cat's better than Chet Holmgren.
Who played? How many games did Chet Holmgren play last year?
That's what I'm saying. They're getting him back for the first time ever.
But we don't
know how he's gonna do.
Exactly.
So yeah. So overall, with the history of rookies, I'm gonna take Karl Anthony Towns over a rookie who just came off of a season-ending injury.
Fist bump.
That's easy to me. Especially considering in a league that has so many dominant centers.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunder, I mean, they have Chet Holmgren, but he's, a rookie center. A rookie center in the NBA defensively. He's going to have things to learn. And coming off an injury, it's almost guaranteed they're going to rest him back-to-backs.
And he weighs about half as much as Nikola Jokic.
Do you remember the way we were talking about Evan Mobley defensively his rookie year, how good he was? That's how I see Chet Holmgren this year.
That's a very good point.
That's
going to be all that
Chet this year, personally.
Wow.
That's solid too. But where did that team finish? They finished 9th. This is not that different.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cavs didn't make it.
Goglin, who did you have at 10?
Who did I say? The Mavericks. I agreed with Nick Kovac.
Okay. I have the Mavericks at 9, so I'm right above you. I'm with you. They're not great defensively, but star power with Doncic and Kyrie, they're gonna win some games.
like I said before, 2 players cannot win you a bunch of games. They just can't.
They're gonna win a lot of games, but not as many as people probably think.
I put the Wolves at number 9. I really like Ant. They got Jane McDaniels, who's really good. I could see him making an improvement this year. And, I mean, you can't argue defense with Cat and Gobert in the paint. I mean, Ant is going to be
Cat's
tenacious.
not good defensively.
Who?
Cat's not that good defensively.
But if he gets blown by, you have Rudy.
Yeah, he takes up space, and Ant's going to be tenacious on the ball.
Jaden McDaniels.
I like the Timberwolves. I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
And they got the best backup center to come in after Cat and Rudy go down.
Wait, Nick,
Nas
you
Reed?
said you had the Mavericks at 10, right? So me and you just kind of flip-flopped them.
Yeah.
I do too. Oh, I guess I don't.
Miles, why you hate Nas Reed so much?
No, I don't hate Nas Reed. I think Nas Reed's pretty good.
Nas
He's
Reed's
the best backup
stud.
center in the league.
Miles, who's your 9? Because I have OKC at 9.
That's a
Give me.
is Rob.
You got
It
OKC
depends.
at 9.
It depends
Depends
if
if they start Rob.
yeah, because if Rob comes off the bench, I gotta go Rob over Nas Reed. Number 9, my number 9 is Minnesota.
Hey.
Okay. That's fair.
That's
Yeah.
I mean I gave my point earlier. We already talked about him, so we can go to
Yeah,
number
we
8.
talked about him.
Okay.
Jackson, who was your 9?
OKC.
Okay, see.
Jeez.
That's
All right, number 8. Joey.
At 8, I have the Sacramento Kings. I
Good
think they
one.
overachieved last year. Think they'll
You guys
go
all got
down,
that?
but they'll still make the play-in.
No,
Joey.
Miles, you got him higher.
I got him one spot higher.
All
Joey.
right.
Don't leave me hanging, Joey.
Let's talk about the Kings.
Yeah, let's talk about the Kings. They had a great year last year.
Keegan Murray
Yeah.
is the dude who can be really good for them too.
I think Sabonis is a stud. De'Aaron Fox, like you said, Clutch Player of the Year. Like,
Is the bonus
that
chest all
dude?
right after the playoffs last year? Is his,
Whoa.
is his
We're
rib
not
cage
we're not gonna change a whole player's ranking because of a playoff appearance.
No. I'm just asking if he's injured or not. Is his rib cage okay after the
He's
stomp?
fine.
Oh, yeah, he should be fine. He's
It's-
looked good this year.
Jordan Poole's face is okay after getting punched. Not just bonus.
Who else they got that's big and that can play defense on them?
JaVale
Alex
McGee.
Oh, that's right. They made a
JaVale
move. Yeah, that's a
McGee.
good move.
Yeah, I think that's a decent move for them.
We'll see how good he is. I mean, shoot, dude hasn't played.
I think they just really overachieved last year, but I do think they're good enough to make a play-in.
But
That's
yeah,
why I
they're
kinda
good enough to be a
decided
player.
no.
Yeah, 1,000%. And they're good enough to still be higher as well.
Yeah, they're
That's
good enough to be
true.
a play-in.
Yeah.
Nick is not gonna like my number 7. I can tell you that right
Who's your number 8?
7.
now. Okay.
Wait, your
Who's
number
8?
your number 8.
My number 8 Sacramento. My number 8.
Oh,
Sacramento.
okay, bet.
Okay, and then my number
Joe,
no,
you
my
go ahead
my
with
number my number 8 is my number 8's Dallas, and I really don't have a great reason.
Yeah, that sucks.
My reason's really just like is Luka and Kyrie, are they going to miss the playoffs 2 years in a row?
Right, they
That'd be crazy. So I had to put them right in here.
So
But
you're basically
but if they
expecting them to be more like, oh, you can go.
if they were to miss it again, I wouldn't be surprised, but like
No.
that would just be crazy if they missed it again, man.
So do you think they're gonna be more like Sacramento last year? Like not in terms of seeding, but like with their point differentials in terms of offense and defense? So
Ooh.
Sacramento scored a ton of points, but they gave up a ton on defense as well.
I think Dallas could be worse offensively, honestly.
Yeah, I can see offensively.
Because I hate those teams that just live and die by the 3. Because when those
That's
shots
the
aren't
Cavs,
fall,
though.
no, they're not.
Was
No,
that-
it's not.
Was
Oh my
that a
gosh.
shot at my team, sir?
Sorry.
Huh?
Sure.
It is. They
It
were
is.
good. I didn't like watching the Rockets.
Okay.
That's you didn't like Harden. You don't like Harden?
Oh, I did like Harden, and now I hate Harden. Like, he's a sissy.
I can't wait
He's-
for Harden to get traded to Houston halfway through the year.
He's still there. He's still in Houston working out.
Okay. No,
And
he's
then-
not working out. He's there for his soccer team.
Oh yeah, working out, yeah. And then
Joey, who you got
and
at
then,
7?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was just gonna say 7's where I had Sacramento because we already talked about him.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that's fair.
Mm,
At 7,
Who's it?
This is a big decision, Joey.
I actually have the Thunder at 7. I do have the Thunder at 7.
Hey, people like they could make a big jump as well. Like a lot of people are projecting them to make a big jump.
Like me.
They overperformed last
Oh,
year.
boy,
Shai
how
Gilgeous
big.
Showed that he's one of the best players in the league last year, and they just got their number 1 draft pick from last year. That's all I got to say. Like, they're going to be really good this year. They're going to be very, very fun to watch.
My
That's
number
my-
7. My number 7's about to shock at least one of you. At number 7, I have
Okay.
the Memphis Grizzlies.
Ooh.
Listen. Ja's out the first 25 games. We've seen that this team can be good without Ja, but how good? And when Ja comes back, how good are they still going to be? This West is stacked. I'm looking at the teams I have above them, and I'm like, each of these teams is, I think, lengths ahead of this Grizzlies team. Outside of Triple J, who's obviously great defensively, you have him and Marcus Smart. That's a good defensive duo. But I just think this team's going to be good. But I think they're going to be a playing team.
So
Sorry,
we,
but you're
I find,
forgetting
some. That's a good
I
point.
just have
That's
a
a
feeling.
That's a good point, Jackson.
That's
We
huge.
always think that about the Grizzlies. We're like, oh, all these other West teams are better than them, but the Grizzlies are always still the 2 seed, which I just always find interesting.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling this year, this might be a little biased, but I think Dylan Brooks was a lot of what was holding that team together, at least in the regular season. No. At least defensively. Obviously Triple J, but Dylan Brooks also played a huge role.
Now you got Smart. Now you got
There you
Smart.
go.
Oh, Marcus
There you go,
Smart is
Miles.
a ball.
He's a defensive player of the year.
He's a bum.
Jackson,
Dylan Brooks
Jackson,
is gonna
Jackson,
lead
do
this
you just
league in
Jackson, do you
ejections.
just hate everyone that's won an award the last 2 years?
Oh,
I had a hate on one of those guys. All right, you guys want to move on from the Grizz for the moment because we got him higher up.
Oh
Me
yeah.
saying Grizzlies, that's a feeling I had when I was looking at this. I was like, you know what? I feel like it's going to catch up to them. I feel like they're not going to be as good this year.
Who'd
All
you
right.
guys got at 7?
I got the Pels at 7. I think they're gonna be good. I think they're a playoff team, bro.
Do you
Hey,
think Zion's healthy?
when healthy, they are one of the best. They are one of the most talented
That's true.
teams
They were
in the
one
league.
They were tied for the 1 seed before Zion got hurt. They were talking MVP at least.
But Zion gets hurt.
Yes, very true.
Yeah, but
He's got.
okay. The same
got
way you
thin
think it's all
bones.
gonna fall apart for the Grizzlies, I think Zion's not gonna get hurt. Boom. Let's move on.
I'm proud of you, Nick. That was great.
6, right?
Yeah, 6.
Oh, here we go.
Now
I got
this is where it's super difficult. This
Yeah,
top
this is-
6.
Top 6 are all you can move on.
Yeah, definitely
Well, we kind of
hit
disagree
or
though.
miss for anyone. Any one of these are interchangeable outside of the number 1 for me. But yeah, number 6 for me is the Los Angeles Lakers.
Fist bump it right now. Boom, boom. Oh, we all three? The
Ooh.
trifecta!
Ooh.
Oh,
It's-
shit. No, my bad.
It's hard to go against LeBron and AD when they're healthy and all that kind of stuff, but come on, are
Wow.
they really going to put it together for a whole season, regular season? Playoffs, we know what they're going to do, but for a regular season, they're only going to be able to put it together for 40-plus games.
Yeah, I mean, I like D'Lo. I like Jared Vanderbilt. I like a lot of what they got going on there. But again, it's just if one of those two goes down for a significant amount of games, they're going to be a lot farther down.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the teams ahead of them, at least for me, don't have that injury concern. Besides one team.
Which I'm
Yeah,
guessing,
lost.
which is the Clippers, who I have at 6.
Oh.
Oh wait, I got the Lakers. Let's say the Lakers. They're big market. Lakers. They added Gabe Vincent. They lost Malik Beasley.
Who looks good.
They still got Austin Reeves. So we're going.
Get.
We're going. Reeves, Braun, AD, Vanderbilt.
You go Russell Reeves,
D'Lo is,
Braun,
Oh, yeah,
D'Lo is
and-
going
and-
to start.
Vando, and AD.
I forgot Westbrook. Yes. All right, I accidentally fist bumped when I shouldn't have because I put the Dubs at number 7.
Wait, what?
What just happened?
Instead of the Lake, like you guys. Fist
Hold on,
bumped
at 7 or
Lakers.
6?
We're at six.
We're at 6.
Oh yeah. Warriors at
Wait, the
6.
Dubs
my
are-
bad.
Warriors at 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see.
Again, all of these are interchangeable. It's going to be very tough 1 through 6.
These are
Miles,
very.
you got Clippers at 6.
I do have the
My
clip.
5
I
through
do
1
have the
is not
Clippers at 6.
interchangeable.
I've got the Clippers at 6 because they've got the toughest schedule in the league, and those 3-5 games in 7 nights is going to be brutal for their star guys to play, a bunch of games together with the chemistry. Now I know the whole resting policy rule. I'm not too sure how that's really going to work out. I feel like teams are still going to try to finagle their way past that policy, but playoff wise, this team healthy is ridiculous on
Yeah.
both ends, but we say that every year. So I'm done believing in the Clippers in the regular season. So they're at 6 for me.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
5.
fair.
My 5 through 1 is not interchangeable. I think this is where everyone's going to finish, by the way.
Interesting. And at 5 is where I had the
saying that.
5 is where I had the Lakers.
5 is also where I had the Lakers.
Okay.
Who'd you have at 5, Joey?
At 5, I had the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay.
I think those first 25 games without Ja. I think I was talking to Nick the other day.
Ja
And
Rule.
he was saying they're going to go 15-10, like in those first 25 games. Like that's not a great record in those first 25 games. Like that's above 500, so it's going to be good. But do you really think they're not going to lose or they're going to win like 40 games with Ja?
Ja Rule.
So
Like,
hold on.
and
He's
those
out
last
25. There's 82. That's 57, right?
Massive, yes.
57. So if they win 40 and 15, how many wins is that?
That's 55. That's 55.
And that's the top 3 seed in the West, boy.
That's why I'm saying I don't think they can do that with Ja.
Yeah, you goofball.
You don't think they can win 40 with Ja?
Not
No.
at the end of the year.
Not a
Not
chance.
still. Not if he's missing the first 25.
You don't
games.
think they'll go 40 and 17?
That's a really good record.
That's
But they've
such
been
a
the
good
2
record.
seed with them.
That's like
They haven't-
Celtics
they
level.
haven't
They
had-
arguably got better. I don't have them as
Arguably.
the top 3 seed. I have them at 4. Or I'm sorry. No. I have them at the next spot.
Which is
5.
4. No, 5.
Okay.
All right, well.
Wait, bro. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I have the Grizzlies at 5.
Okay. Wait, Jackson, who'd you have at 5?
5.
Miles, you had who?
I don't know why.
I have the Dubs at 5.
I'm sorry.
I just think the loss of Jordan Poole is a big one. Obviously, I don't know how I feel about Chris Paul on this team. I mean, Klay Thompson guarding power forwards doesn't sound like a good idea to me at all. I mean, Kevin Looney is going to be good for this team. He's going to be grabbing the boards, obviously. But I mean, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, good backcourt duo. But then you have like Kuminga off the bench. I like a lot. But Klay running the floor just does not sound good to me. And maybe you put Wiggins at the floor, but either way, I don't like that guarding some of the bigger guys. Like if they go against, say, like Milwaukee or something, who's guarding Giannis on that team? Nobody. Or if they go against Denver, who's guarding Nikola Jokic? It's like I just don't like it. So I think
Nick,
It's another one of those where I just had a feeling. Like
Nick, who did you say you had at 5?
I think I said the Lakers, but it's the Grizzlies. I went Warriors 7, Lakers 6, Grizzlies 5.
Okay.
Wait.
oh, okay.
Isn't it
Wait,
6
I
5
thought you had
4?
New Orleans at 7.
6 5 4.
Yeah.
I thought you had the Pelicans at 7.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's 6
Pelicans
5
together,
4.
son.
What? Wait, I'm so
No.
confused.
I got 4 teams that are higher than the Grizzlies.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
That's
just keep rolling. My bad.
Okay.
I'm just confused. It's all good. All right.
I'm always confused.
Are we going to number 4 then?
Yeah, number 4.
All right.
I got the Clippers.
Solid.
Okay, I got the
think Clippers, if they're
Grizzlies.
healthy, it's almost like the best case scenario with them. If they're healthy, they're going to be insane, but if they're healthy.
I put the Thunder here at 4 because I like the pieces that they got.
4?
Yeah.
I'm high on the Thunder.
Bro, Jalen Williams, Josh Giddey, we haven't said either of their 2 names, and that's disrespectful, first of all.
That is
I like
okay.
both
That's true.
Jalen
That's
Williams.
true.
I like both.
They got
Jalen
another
Williams.
Jalen Williams who's coming off the bench, but he's not amazing, but he's still going to be there. And so Chet, Shea, Giddey, J-Dub, J-Will.
That's a good team.
It's a good team, but that's not a 4 seed. They just
So-
don't have the experience.
You have the Thunder over the Warriors.
True that.
What?
Okay. Nick said his piece.
Okay.
Weren't the
Yeah,
Warriors
where
like
you
the
ended.
6th seed last year?
was just thinking about it.
I think they got better. So okay, we're on 4. Number 4 is where I had the Grizzlies. We already talked about them.
You guys
Yep.
are not gonna. You guys are gonna be shocked at my 4.
All right, Gog, what you got?
I got Phoenix Suns.
I like it.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
I just like they're good. Don't get me wrong. They don't have the craziest depth, which I don't like, which is the big thing you want during the regular season, obviously, because
True.
you got all those stars. And especially if Kevin Durant goes down, which he has been doing a lot recently. I mean, this team could be a lot worse than we like.
Got no defense.
But how are teams gonna guard them?
They've got a little defense. Phoenix.
And they're gonna. I feel like they're gonna play too much ISO ball. That's another concern I have with them.
Not
They
enough
should-
balls to go around.
Exactly.
They're gonna run in transition. They're gonna shoot threes, and they're gonna play ISO in the half court.
They've done a very decent job in this limited amount of preseason, especially in that first game against Detroit. Of like, each of their guys got like even amount of ISO opportunities and shots. Like consistently, they each got like 15, 16 shots in the same game, which is crazy that they were able to have that happen.
I feel like the same thing's gonna happen in Boston. I feel like all those guys are gonna take 15.
I don't.
Giroux won't take 15.
I don't even think Porzingis will take 15.
No, I don't think he will either.
No.
I don't
Tatum,
think
Brown,
Porzingis will
Porzingis.
either.
I could see the J twins doing it, but
Porzingis, bro. Sometimes when he gets the ball, he don't pass it. Like he gets tunnel vision, he just shoot it.
Oh yeah, he just shoot it. That's why he's going to be their Jokic. Right. All right. Is everyone done with number 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, top 3.
All right, top 3. Number 3, I got the Golden State Warriors.
This is where it gets tough.
Yes,
They're
sir.
one of the best players in the league. Kerr's one of the best coaches. Like, they've been there, done
Chris
that.
Paul's a
Like,
stupid loser. Chris
who
Paul
knows?
sucks.
Jackson, who
Rockets
you
are
got?
the finals. Save this for last, please. Please.
All right, I
Miles
put
is
the
smiling because he
Clippers
knows
here.
what I'm gonna say. He knows what I'm gonna say.
He hasn't said the Timberwolves yet, has he?
if he says the Timberwolves top 3, I'm actually gonna lose my mind.
Damn, that's nuts.
No, Nick, say your piece, please.
Clippers.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I just realized Jackson's top 3. Okay.
Miles, just say yours before we
What do you mean by top
Jackson.
3?
Number 3, I got the Warriors. I honestly was thinking about having them higher, honestly. So the Klay Thompson at the 4 thing or whatever, having him guard power forward, I don't like that either. But also Draymond's injured. That's not what they're gonna do when Draymond's healthy.
Draymond's a sissy.
They'll have Chris Paul come off the bench. I believe that he should come off the bench. And 2 big reasons why the Warriors were not that great last year was their road record, and that was because they didn't have a bench. Their bench unit was one of the worst in the league. Their starting lineup was still one of the best, but every time they came out of the game, the bench would either lose the lead or, allow their opponent to just extend the lead. And I think that is going to be, that's going to improve now that you have one of the best point guards of all time to come off your bench. You've got some veterans there. Kuminga has looked good in the preseason. I think that in his now 3rd season that he could be, pretty good for them off the bench. I just think the Warriors are going to be – I think the Warriors are top 3 in the West, and I feel like people aren't giving them enough credit for, like, having a legitimate chance at winning the title this year. I feel like people are writing them off.
People are sleeping on them a lot. I agree. I think I agree with that bench take a lot because who was running their bench last year? Jordan Poole. Now he's going to be running the
Ty
start.
Jerome was. It was Ty Jerome.
Dude, yeah, because Wiggins and they were all injured, so Poole was starting a lot. So their bench was like, it was like Jerome, Moody, Kuminga.
Oh, yeah.
People are writing off the Warriors because I feel like there's so many other good teams.
I'm with you on the Chris Paul though. I think
And-
him running that bench is going to be nuts if he does.
The Warriors have never been that good as anytime the Warriors have won, they've been the favorite.
Fair. Goglin.
Another team that you all are
That's not really a
sleeping
good
on.
point. That's not really a good point.
Listen, shush. Another team that you all are sleeping on. Hear me out. The Minnesota Timberwolves at 3.
All right, let's hear it. Hear me out. What do you got?
Listen, people are forgetting that Rudy Gobert is a fantastic defender. He is the anchor of the team. I could see him being a Defensive Player of the Year candidate yet again. No, stop laughing, Kovacs.
I'm just laughing.
Right here is where I'm going to put a clip of the Miles and Goggles show where Jackson was just trashing Gobert.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go right ahead. I've turned a new leaf. People can change. I've decided to think differently about him.
Well, okay. The crazy thing to me.
Let me speak.
No. Hold on. The crazy thing is, out of all years for you to change up on him, how would it be after literally a down year from Rudy? He had a down year
Because-
last year.
The only way to go when you're at the like, I mean, he's right. So, and we've seen what he's done
Someone
with that,
screenshot.
like this, with Donovan Mitchell. They were the 1 seed. Mike Conley, serviceable. I like Jaden McDaniels. Their benches, who cares? You don't need a bench to win a championship. No. It's another one of these feeling ones, okay?
Another one of these
Yeah, we're
feelings.
Weren't we just talking about the Warriors and how they finished as the 6th seed for having a great starting lineup but having no bench? And guys was going here, well, they have a great starting lineup, but who cares about their bench?
They do have Nikhil Alexander-Walker, who I do like.
Who's a dog.
He was a dog for Canada.
Yeah.
You know who also was a dog for Canada? Dylan Brooks. And what's going to happen this year?
Bronze medal game, bud. That's right. Keep his name out your mouth.
All right, let's go top 2.
I'm infuriated.
Number 2, I got the Suns.
You. Worse than Timberwolves.
Ooh. Wait,
Who you
Jackson.
got, Miles?
Jackson, who'd you say?
For 2?
Yeah.
For 2, I have the Denver Nuggets.
Me too.
They're not going to be as good this year as they were last year.
They don't have a bench. They don't have a bench. You need a bench to
Who
win.
they lose on their bench
You
again?
don't. Bruce Brown, bucko.
Jeff Green, and they've got like no replacements.
Yeah.
They're relying on a bunch of unproven old
Yeah.
guys. They're either old or unproven.
They have a young stud.
Yeah.
They have a young stud. What's his name?
Peyton
Christian
Watson,
Brown.
Christian Brown. But again, unproven,
Christian
right?
Brown, that guy. I like Christian. He
is
That
good.
guy
played really well in the playoffs last year.
played very well in the finals.
I did just get
Miles,
a
who else
Bleacher
did you say?
Report.
I said,
Oh,
wait,
Bleacher Report, what happened?
Scotty Barnes sprains his ankle in the preseason finale, so he might be out to start the year.
Smell you, Scotty Barnes. You're terrible. You're
Hey, Knicks Raptors for 15 is looking better and better.
Looking really good right now.
I got the early. No. Who else does Denver have that's young and good?
Peyton Watson.
It's Peyton
who's that?
Watson. He didn't get many minutes last year, but he's a good scorer.
Who do they have that's young that's good? Jamal Murray ring a bell?
Yeah. No,
Well, we're talking off the bench.
Michael Don't Swing the Rock Porter Jr.
They still probably have the best, their starting 5 you can't touch.
No, you cannot touch.
Jokic.
You cannot touch that starting five.
They
The best starting 5 in the league.
It's
They
not
have
even
the
they have the
Kristaps
best starting 5.
Porzingis
it's that
clone
they
Nikola
have,
Jokic out there too.
I've made an argument with people before that Golden State starting 5 is better than Denver.
Yeah.
You go position by
so
position. Only one that's for
KCP
sure
and Aaron
Denver is
Gordon.
the center.
Right.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
center.
But the
means a
way
lot.
Jokic runs the center, he runs it like 1 through 5. Like he plays the point guard sometimes.
It's unbelievable, and that's why I can't believe you guys didn't put them at the 1 seed because that's who I got at the 1.
Denver at 1. Denver
Well, I
won
can't-
Wait, who's your
4 games this year.
Who's your
I
2
got
then?
it.
Minnesota?
It was Phoenix.
It's Minnesota, stop it, Jackson.
Miles, who's your top seed?
My top seed's Phoenix,
All right.
which is
God. Get out of Dodge.
I don't. It's tough because I'm just liking their team because I think that they actually do have the depth. They do have they do have the depth at positions. I think that Phoenix's mentality with this roster is, they get their 3 stars, they get Nurkic as well, who's solid, but the rest of those guys are all guys who are pretty, they're role players, but they're all really good at complementing best players, and they're counting on 3 of them hitting. If 3 or 4 of them hit this year, they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
They should have kept campaign.
What about Frank Vogel?
Frank Vogel as a head coach, I think, is good too, especially since he's dealt with, teams with a bunch of stars before.
Yeah.
Should have kept Monty.
I did like Monty.
I agree. I did not agree with them firing Monty at all.
All right, boys.
Let's hear the LA Clippers at 1.
Hey, don't spoil. Okay. LA Clippers. This team has one of the a player. Stop laughing at me. They have a player in Kawhi Leonard that has, when been healthy, been a winner. Paul George, when healthy, has been a winner.
Man, what a giant
Russell
asterisk
Westbrook.
that is.
Listen, he's gonna be healthy this year. I'm solely basing this on if they're healthy. If either of those two go down, they move way down my rankings. But I think they're both gonna be healthy for enough games this year that they're gonna be the 1 seed. I think Russell Westbrook's gonna play a huge role in that as well. Ivica Zubac is great. I like this team. This is another one. I had a hunch. I like the Clippers. I like Kawhi. Might be a little biased because I've always liked Kawhi. I like defensive players. Like I said earlier when I was talking about the Brooklyn Nets. I like Paul George. He plays defense.
I like the Clippers. I think you need 8 dudes, 9 dudes who can play minutes every night, and the Clippers are a team who definitely have that.
I got them top 4, so they're definitely a top 4 team. Yeah.
I think all my top 4 are top 4 teams as well.
Common Rockets fan take though, I will say.
God, get out of here.
Dude, that Minnesota is the 3 is gonna.
Minnesota at 3 is.
All right, one more thing. We should pick our Eastern Conference and Western Conference predictions. Who's gonna make it to the finals?
Oh well, we already know Jackson's.
I don't think you're ready for this. Give me the Knicks versus the Timberwolves, baby.
No, that's not what I meant.
All right,
Give me the
Jackson
2 East, the 2 West.
Oh, you mean the East and West finals?
Yeah.
Give me Timberwolves. Give me Nuggets.
Okay, East. Let's start
Okay,
with the
let me
East.
see my
Does
top.
everyone have the Bucks and Celtics? Do we agree on that?
Yes.
Bucks
No.
Celtics, yeah.
No.
Ooh. Why is my
Boston,
Not
New
gonna
York.
happen. Is there any other
other than
possibility?
Jackson's horrendous take? Honestly, I can't count out the Heat. Like
I don't think the Heat can
Their
beat.
team
about
sucks.
the Heat being not
Their
being a
team
regular
sucks.
season.
I think the only other team is
playoff
the Sixers.
team.
No. I mean,
They're
if
trading
Harden's there.
by the death.
Wait,
They're
wait,
trading
hold-
Harden
hold-
by Christmas, so
Hold on,
nothing.
That hasn't happened
wait,
yet,
my internet just cut out. What's the argument?
I was trying to talk about who else could knock either Boston or Milwaukee out of that Eastern Conference Finals spot.
The New
Cleveland.
York Knicks.
No, not Cleveland.
You don't think so?
They're a playoff team. Hemi Butler, man.
Oh my God.
Harden hasn't gotten traded yet, so I thought it was Philly.
But
Cleveland and they play together.
you don't think Cleveland could match up with Boston
No.
Let me try and think. I mean,
or Milwaukee?
Matchup-wise, they could give them a
Jared
run
Allen's
for
not
the
guarding
money.
That's what I mean. Like matchup wise, I think Cleveland matches up decently with
Who's guarding
Boston and
Tatum?
Milwaukee.
That's what I'm saying. Who is guarding Jason Tatum?
Yeah, now that's
And
the
Jaylen Brown.
that's the problem. Is
That's
the
the problem.
Tatum.
And Drew Holiday.
Lockdown
And Nikola
Isaac
Jokic.
Okoro.
I don't think we could beat them.
That's my cue to leave.
We definitely can't beat Milwaukee, and I don't think we can beat Boston.
Yeah, I think it's Boston, Milwaukee. No matter
Yeah, I think
what.
it's
All right,
I think it's
Western.
clearly Boston Milwaukee.
All right, West. I think it's clear here as well, right now at least.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Godwin. I thought you walked away.
I would put at this moment. I would put the Nuggets and the Suns in there.
I gotta go Nuggets Suns.
Miles,
I'm done talking.
we don't even care about Jackson State right now.
No, Jackson said.
Oh my gosh, why is my internet keeps going out?
I mean, those top 6.
Yeah.
So the Nuggets, the Suns, the Clippers, the Grizzlies, the Lakers, and the Warriors are all contenders
How
for
do you
that
have them
Western
at-
Conference.
How do you have them as a 4 seed and then them just being bad in the playoffs?
Okay,
I mean, I'm just
okay.
saying it for the sake of arguing, really. Like, I you know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is
Miles,
so
who do you
tough.
got in the Western Conference Finals?
Miles
not
likes the
tough.
Dubs a lot.
You like the team that howls too, right?
All right, let's rank the next 4 likeliest after the Suns and the Nuggets then.
Lakers.
I'm not talking.
Go ahead,
All right,
Joey. Say your
mine
4 in
keep
order.
mine keep going out. All right.
All right, I gotta say after if you don't have the Nuggets or Suns, got to go. The ones with championship pedigree: Warriors, Lakers,
Timberwolves.
Clippers. Shut up, Goggins.
You know what? I'm doing because I'm going Lakers Warriors as my Western Conference Finals.
And Grizzlies, probably.
Oh yeah,
Try me a ribbon.
you want
Lakers,
the
Warriors.
Boston
Okay.
LA matchup, right?
Yes, I went Lakers and Boston as the finals match. So I'm going Lakers versus Warriors. I'm going bold.
Okay.
All right.
You already know my spiel.
What is it? Minnesota and who?
The Nuggets.
All right, Jackson. Sounds good.
And you
Wait.
have Minnesota beating
Hold
Denver.
on. Can that even wait, Jackson? You had the Nuggets at 2, so that can't be possible.
We'll figure it out later.
All right.
Yours would have to be the Timberwolves and the Clippers or something like that.
Nuggets at 2, Clippers or T-Wolves 3. They both make it to the final.
They're the West Finals.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
I think after the Nuggets and the Suns, it's probably the Lakers on the next place of this, and then the Warriors, Clippers.
Clippers, just respect these places.
All right. Who's got some closing remarks?
But yeah, man, what an episode.
What a
Yeah,
first recording.
We'll get better at this.
Yeah, we'll definitely
guys.
get better at this. But
We got a
For anyone who's
2-hour
listening.
episode.
well, yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. I'll definitely right here. I'll probably post graphics once I figure out like what our actual like the four of us like we mush them all together for our regular season predictions. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You can check out Coach Cove at Coach Cove B-Ball Breakdowns. I've got the Miles Irvin Show. Jackson Talk Sports, but did he give up on it?
The Runnin the Paint Pod, boy. Let's go.
I didn't give up on it. It's just taking a little bit.
Miles will send me the logo for the Runnin the Pod, and I'll get the Instagram set up so you can follow us there soon.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, stay tuned for some more NBA content. The season is right around the corner. Some super exciting stuff here on the Runnin the Paint podcast. Man, this was just a great episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, rating, subscribe for more content. I'm Miles. You guys got any last comments?
Nah, signing off.
Let's go. I'm ready for the season.
Place your T-Wolves bets right now.
All right. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.